Okay, one more video in this spot before the light fades. Spirit's like, post it all, just go for it. All right, so this video is going to be one of the most esoteric that I've ever made. It's going to be full woo. So if you're listening to this and you were like, what the hell is she talking about? That's okay. Not everyone's going to get this. It's fine. And if you get parts of it and not all of it, that's fine too. I just needed to get all of this out. And so if you don't understand the words, but you're feeling the energy, trust that energetically you will receive everything you need to receive from this video, if in fact it is for you. Okay, so I'm going to give a very high level overview of what Spirit has told me about the past few months that we are in from the ascension perspective, from the human evolution perspective, and how this election has been a part of that. But not just this election. The election was the catalyst. It's about how we came together in the meantime. So what started this whole thing for me is that I had a mystical experience on election night, and I chose to share that. And from sharing that experience, I saw how many other people were having it too. As the comments kept pouring in on that first video I made, I realized, holy shit, this is huge. So I did have, it was an energetic experience that I was anchoring the light, anchoring the highest timeline, and I received that confirmation when that came in, like the next day or a couple days later. What happened in the next month, or it's about 6 weeks, we had wave after wave of energies coming in. Strong, high vibrations, very strong. And I know those and I recognize them because of my work as an energy anchor. That's a role that I've been doing probably my whole life, but Spirit alerted me to that role and gave me my instructions in 2017. So when I felt the energies on election night, I knew they were related to those energies. And they kept coming in. And I made a bunch of videos where I was like, strung out. I was like, this energy, it was a lot. Now, during that time, the veil was so thin, and with these energies, I was receiving wave upon wave of downloads and information and insights. And that's what I was sharing in my circles, which you can download them. They're still on my website, Full Woo 1 and Full Woo 2. I had been having so many downloads, not just about the contest, but about this point in Ascension and what's happening right now. And the short of it is, we were coming to, what are the best words to describe it? It's like a choice point. It's a springboard. It's a catalytic moment. We were coming to a moment that would serve as a cutoff point for people who are going to go on. Now, it's not the cutoff point. It's not the only. There are constant waves of ascension. There are people moving forward at their own pace. It's okay. I don't want to freak anybody out. Everyone's going to do what they're going to do in their own timing, and it's beautiful and it's divine and it's perfect. But we were coming up against a point where it was time for another wave to go ahead and to move forward, ride this wave upward. Spirit did reveal that to me through channeled information and visions and dreams. It was like a 1, 2, 3 punch. I got this information in I was getting all the information throughout, but there was like this weekend where it was like boom, boom, boom. So I could not miss it. And that is also why I started doing my healing circles, because Spirit was like, help as many people heal as much as possible so that they can make the cutoff. Now, if you didn't come to my healing circles and are like, shit, I didn't heal. Guys, again, don't worry about it. Healing can happen in many, many ways. Simply by people saying, wait a minute, you mean there's another potential? That's healing. Simply by doing your shadow work, by all the things we do to evolve as humans, to be a better person, that's healing. But Spirit was very clear for me to use my personal expertise as a healer to hold these circles and to help as many people as possible. So that's what I did. And you notice since December, I haven't done another. At first it was like, I was busy, Christmas, etc. But then it was like, no, I did what I needed to do. We're good. I fulfilled my role, and other people all over the place are fulfilling their roles. We're good. We did it. It was just a heightened time period where people had the opportunity to heal so much more than is normally possible. Y'all, we were working miracles in my healing circles. It was amazing. And anyone who went there and experienced it, comment and say, that shit was legit. So, okay, all these healing circles, all this stuff was happening. Then the energy waves kept coming. And they were increasing, and they were getting bigger, and they were stronger than I had ever felt, and they were more frequent than I had ever felt. And there was this feeling of a culmination in these energies. And I believe it was the weekend of December, I want to say 13th, 14th, something around there, where I made this video about something's happening. I don't know what it is, but I was just so giddy, and I was like, something's happening. Now that seemed to be kind of the end of these energy waves. So that time period where the energies were coming, solar flares, ascension waves, however you want to call them, that time period of my energy processing and anchoring had culminated and come to an end. Okay, so then we've been sitting in the meantime. We're still doing our healing. We're still talking about hope. Then we're kind of looking around at the physical. That's when I started to focus on, all right, so Spirit's given the message that we're going to see Lotus as POTUS. I feel like I finished my contract to help people heal. So now what's next? I started looking a lot at what's happening politically to confirm what is going on energetically, what we've seen is going to happen. I really did feel like it was a waiting period. Like we had done the heavy lifting energetically and now we wait. All right, so here's the real heart of this video. With the big event happening on Monday and TikTok's supposed to go dark before then, and all the other fuckery and weirdness that we've been seeing. Ain't nothing normal about this inauguration. Not a single damn thing about this is routine, is business as usual. Now, I'm seeing a lot of people comment, point out these sort of things that are happening or not happening, as the case may be. And some of them are pointing it out with a very I knew it, yay, it's proving it. While other people are focusing on maybe the more dystopian undertone or overtone of the whole thing. Like people are saying, oh, this is the new America. You just wait. Now, what I have noticed about those two things is they feel like two very, very, very different realities. They are not the same vibration, and they do not coexist in the same world. Now, if you've been in Ascension communities for a long time, I have been in them for a long ass time. And I have heard so much about the 3D to 5D, the two world split in which the lower dimensional reality and the higher dimensional reality will no longer be layered together. Because right now, everyone can be on different timelines and we can still see each other. We can still interact with each other. But the realities are diverging so greatly that we need to move into different vibrational frequencies where we can no longer interact with each other. Now, I know that strikes a lot of fear and confusion in people. What about my family? What about this? Guys, trust that it's all divine. We will experience a continuity of experience. People who are meant to stay with you will stay with you. Everyone who's in your life now that's a loving presence that you want to have as a loving presence, they're going to stay. We've already been through the sorting hat. We're already in our houses. It's good. So, what I believe is going to happen is we're getting to the split. Now listen, that's a lot. That is a lot. And I cannot tell you with 100% certainty that is what's going to happen. And I can't tell you it's going to happen Sunday or Monday or I don't know when, okay? But the overall feeling that just will not stop coming through me is that everyone in this last wave who was given the chance to jump on in and who decided to jump on in from a soul perspective, you might not have consciously made the decision. You might not have said, today I will ascend. It's fine. From a soul subconscious perspective, those who were ready to make the leap did what they needed to do to make the leap. And now we're coming up to an opportunity to make the leap. So what this will look like, if this theory is true, this is a theory, but if this theory is true, what this will look like on a basic level, it's continuity. Meaning for the psyche to survive, it has to have continuity. That's why you can't walk outside of your house and suddenly the laws of gravity don't exist. Like we can't have dramatic reality shifting in an instant stuff or our brains would explode. We couldn't do it. So from a practical level, it will seem like life is going on. But what's going to start happening is everything is going to get better immediately. And one day we'll say, oh man, this air feels really clean. Isn't it a beautiful day? And we'll start to notice everyone seems to be in a good mood. Why do we feel a little happier? And then magical little manifesty things are going to happen. Grocery prices went down. Wow. Oh, and you know what? I just got a raise. Oh my gosh, I'm quitting to pursue my dream. And it's going to happen rapidly, rapidly, rapidly. Change, 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 all for the better. And that is why I believe that the election is a catalyst for that. Because people who don't want to change, who are full of hate in their hearts, I believe they're a very small few. I believe most of people who are full of hate are full of hurt. Those people are going to get the reality that they have invested all their energetic currency in. But the rest of the people, I believe the vast, vast, vast majority of the population, we're going up. We're going up. We're going up. And those who've been ready to catch this wave of ascension, we're going up. So as we get Madam President, and as we get the change, the laws they enact, the ripple effects that will go out throughout the whole world because of Madam President, is how we make the split.